What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Adventures. Now, today we've got Drew's Taco over here. I don't think you've ever named it, have you?
No.
Never named it. We've got Drew's Tacoma over here, but you can see over the years he's done a lot of things to it to make it overland ready. One thing he was missing, some ditch lights. So we've got some lights today by the folks over at Novsight. You know we love them. This is their new SE Halo series. So as you can see, it's going to be a bright red halo. We're going to get them installed. Stay tuned. You know we love the folks at Knivesite. We actually got to work their booth at SEMA. We love the products they make. We love their packaging. Most importantly, we love their pricing for what you get. So all right, Drew, pop it open. So this is a 3-inch pod light. They have 3 different styles of the new SE Halos. I think they've got a 6-inch, a 3-inch, and maybe a 2-inch. Is that right, Drew?
6, 3, and 4.5.
Oh, wow, okay. So I was way off, guys. Ooh, they have upped their decal game, guys. Now, you know, if you don't get a decal, you got something to be mad at. But it looks like, Drew, open those up. It looks like you get, it's going to match every ride. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. What? They have just left a lot. So we've had our Novsights for a long time now. And holy cow. I like a lot of these. I really like that one. That's a good cooler one for sure. So yeah, so not only do you get awesome lights, you get all of that. All right.
And these are in the combo pattern.
Oh, so it's a combo beam. So it's kind of a mix between spot and flood. That's, to me, that would be the perfect. Ooh. Let's get some plastic off of those things. That is sexy. And so if you look at Drew's truck, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. So everything on Drew's truck is kind of that red, black, and gray. So these lights are no different. This new SE, the other Novsights have a silver bezel surround. These are black, so they're gonna really fit in with what he's got here on his truck. The part I'm most excited about is most of Novsight has an orange or amber halo. These are gonna have red. So that's gonna look cool. So all right, Drew, pop it open and tell us what all we get in there.
Brackets.
So mounting bracket, a ton of wire. And so one thing about their wiring kits, they're always really high-end kits.
Brackets, all your bolt.
All stainless hardware. So nothing cheap about that. You can see these. They use those much more expensive style Deutsch connectors that you see on like Baja Designs and things like that. And look, now they've even kind of marked their lens. You can almost see that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Where you can see that Novsight on there so that you know these things aren't knockoffs. You're getting the real stuff. And you can see that pattern. So you see the spotlight and the flood together to make that combo. When you order these, they do not come with the covers. You need to request the covers when you order these. So let's show you the different covers that you can get. All right, so these covers, they have multiple colors, and I just wanted to show you what they look like because for where you may be going, there may be times when you want to cover these things up so that you're not getting smashed along the road. And then there may be also times that you want amber. If you're going to be in a really dusty or snowy situation, amber could work well. Check that out, guys. So this is actually solid, so you can't see through it. So this is just going to protect it and keep it safe, and it's going to snap on just like that. And you can snap an amber on that side. I don't think I actually put it on. Yeah, that's super cool. All right, so let's snap those on and I'll show you what each of those look like. And when you snap them on, they're pretty tight, so it's not gonna come off of there. But
Yeah, they really quick in.
yeah, guys, that. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, that's, man, I don't know which I like better. I think that black is awesome, but of course that's just to keep it protected. So the first thing Drew's gonna do is check out the wiring, see what's going on there. Like I said, typically in the past, it's always some very, very high-end kit that they send. Even give you zip ties, guys. So, wow. And if you're running a switch pod, of course you can cut and wire these to that, but it looks like they give you some really nice fuse cables, and you've got really nice push-button switches. So if you don't want to run to a switch panel, you can just hook these straight in, and again, those connectors are nice. So, are you running this into a switch box, or are you going to use that?
I'm going to use this for right now until I rewire everything.
And so I'm guessing this is white and this is red. So, all right. So yeah. All right, guys. First things first, we've got to find a way to fish that switch through his firewall. So we have found a wire coat hanger. Believe it or not, those are hard to come by nowadays. Everything we had in there was plastic. We had literally one wire coat hanger. So he's going to take that apart and try to fish this big switch through his firewall. That's the only downside. I wish there was some kind of plug that you can unhook, run a small wire through, and then plug it back up on the other side. But
it worked.
Yeah. And I believe where he's trying to go is right through there. If you have a switch panel, you can also wire it straight to that, so you don't have to do any of this. The issue with Drew is this will take up 3 locations on your switch panel, because you're gonna have red halo, white halo, and then power on for the lights. So he didn't want to use 3 of his switches, and this is such a nice switch that he's just gonna fish it through and try to use that. So when you're taping this thing up, you want a lot of tape just to make sure that it doesn't pull off halfway through. There's nothing worse than that, when you pull on the coat hanger and push on it and all of a sudden it gives, but there's no switch there. Is it going?
Yep.
Yeah, so kudos to Novsight for making a switch that is kind of easy to push through and small enough not to be a pain in the butt, because that was way easier than most firewall push throughs I've seen. Guys, they send you plenty of wire, so with him trying to get to the other side over there for those ditch lights, there is plenty in here. So it's awesome that they send you the zip ties, because you're definitely going to need those to, you know, cinch it up to all these wires over here.
So yeah,
that is a huge amount of wire. Yeah, so even if you're not putting these up front as ditch lights, they could be mounted all the way in the back. They give you plenty. And so you can see he's already got some brackets mounted. I'll tell you though, guys, right now he's gonna run these as ditch lights, but he's getting ready to add a big boy steel bumper to this thing. And I think that bumper will hold like up to 3 lights on each side. So he may end up moving them down into that bumper. I don't know what vehicle you guys are using. These mounts are always, you know, vehicle specific. But this is the set that Drew's got on the Tacoma, and they're just gonna sit right here, kind of out of the way. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do now is he's going to go ahead and mount the brackets that Novsight sent with us. And I do want to show you those, because these are not cheap brackets. You can see they've got the holders in there. They've got some cuts so that they don't just look generic. Really heavy, nice coating on them. It's kind of got a rough textured finish. So I really like that. And so many of the lights that you get on Amazon and places like that will send you hardware that just turn brown and rust in days. That's something that I love about Novsight. This is all stainless hardware.
You get 2 tools for each one.
Hey. They know you're going to lose some stuff, Drew.
Yeah.
They know you're going to lose some stuff. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you this light in the sun. First off, it's super lightweight, but it feels very, very robust. Look at the back of this heat sink that they have here. I think this right here is actually what keeps it from getting condensation in the lens. Just very, very impressive light.
And tighten it.
Just going to be kind of loosey-goosey until he gets it where he wants.
Do the other side.
All right. So easy peasy. They give you plenty of washers to get this done. We got both brackets mounted. Drew's gonna throw the lights on them. And man, this is actually just gotta be hooked up to the battery and we're done.
I think the bracket going that way, or
it's gonna be sexy.
That should probably be the best way.
Yeah, that's the best way. If you turn it the other way, it's gonna look too far forward. So that's one thing you can do, guys. With this bracket, you can mount it either forward facing or in the reverse position, and that's gonna set it back a little further, I think. So it's gonna look better. And so, oh man, you'll never find it, brother. Oh, you did. You normally can't find anything in this grass. So just make sure you use your lock washers and your washers in the right places to keep these things from bouncing around. Like, one thing when you buy good lights, even the texture of the casing looks better than these cheaper lights that you get online. Yeah, I love that they brand the covers as well. Nice. All right, on to the last one now. And I know you can't see the light with that cover on, but I do love the look of that black cover on there. So again, what that's for, guys, is if you know you're not gonna need your lights and you're on a long trip on the interstate, rocks, bugs, things like that, that just keeps you protected.
And two, some states don't allow you to run these without the cover on.
Yeah, so you gotta have it on.
Some state laws don't.
It's actually convenient that they give you that tool. It really
Yes,
is.
it
Because
is.
like you're not digging through your toolbox. You're like, hey. All right. So now is that dreaded moment where you have to like say, do I want it aimed out? Do I want it aimed straight? You know, which way do you want to point it? All right, YouTube, do those look even? Maybe. Think if they were the same color.
Yeah, I
think if they had the same color lens on, we'd be able to tell. So note to self, guys, when you're trying to look at positioning, don't have their lenses mismatched because that is an illusion. So Drew, I just thought of something. With the way these things are mounted, if you open your hood, is that gonna hit?
No, let's see.
All right, go slow, no. Hey, nice. Like a glove. Perfect. All right, cool. All right, guys, before Drew starts zip tying any of the wires or anything like that, he is just gonna go ahead and hook them up to make sure they work. And those are just really, really nice, sturdy connectors. It's gonna keep the moisture out. And then two, you could also tape those up if you didn't want to leave them that way. But most of these connectors, you're not gonna have an issue with. Nice audible click when they're in.
There you go.
There they are. Whew. Yep. That is bright. Hold on. And so you can see this one. Look, it kind of looks like a neat halo, like Iron Man's chest plate. It's like a blue ring coming out of there. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. It'd be neat to see what that looks like at night. And the light has a really pretty, would you say almost purple? Yeah, super, super cool, guys. 3 buttons on this switch. So we're gonna hit what I think is gonna be the favorite. That's gonna be the red halo. So right off the bat, I just think that looks cool. If you wanna get some wide shots and show both of them on, does it look kind of cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look really, really cool. So if you didn't wanna run red, I'm gonna turn those off. I'm gonna hit the W. And so now you've got the white halos and you can come in, Drew, and get some shots of it. But it's just a really clean halo. It doesn't look cheap. It's nice and smooth, even all the way around. And so if you didn't want to run the halo and you're ready for big light, you're gonna turn that off and then you're gonna turn everything on. And it is a really, really clean light. super, super bright. But what's cool is we found out you can run the halos with it. So boom, now you've got the red halo in there. That may be illegal on the highway because it looks like emergency services. So just check your local and state laws. So we can turn that off and you can turn the white on. So super easy to control, to just run through these. Just super easy. I know, right? Lights sometimes are just cosmetic. But man, sometimes you just gotta be cool. And I think that is so cool. It's just gonna fit this thing well. And once he gets this front bumper on, because you see he's got some red accents down here and out back. Once he gets this front bumper on and he has more of these things, that is going to look wicked. Knivesite, you have knocked it out of the park with this SE series. They just look so good. All right, guys, hooking those up is super simple. Straight to the battery, the switch is already there. If you have a switch panel, of course, you can run the wire straight to that. But these things look fantastic. We're gonna wait till it gets dark and I'm gonna throw some nighttime footage in here. What do you think of the quality of the lights, how they look so far? Any complaints? What do you think about them?
Oh, they're awesome. I love them. I love the color, especially with the red. Everything was easy to do. Wire right up.
I even like the shape of them.
Shape of
like,
them, yeah.
I just feel like it's Iron Man chesty type shape. They just look super, super cool, guys. So definitely check them out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to where you can pick up your own set of these. And like I said, this is the middle size. They have a bigger size. And well, actually, is this the smallest? No, I think they have one that's 2 lights. They have a longer one that's 2 lights.
4.5.
Yeah. So they have a longer flat light, and then they have one with 4 of these instead of 3.
6-inch.
Yeah, and those are 6-inch. So, love them. Thanks a lot to the guys at Knivesite for making something cool that's actually still affordable. All right, while we still got daylight, Drew is popping those amber covers on. The amber does look pretty cool though. I mean, I like the red halo, but the amber does look cool. And again, guys, those amber covers aren't just cosmetic. If you're in heavy dust, fog, even winter, that nice orange amber really cuts through a lot of that. So what do you think? You like amber versus the clear?
I like the amber, but I like it clear with the red on.
Yeah, for sure. If you're just cruising, those red halos look awesome. Yeah, go ahead and turn your main light on with the amber so people can see what it looks like shining through here. Whew. Come back and look, Drew. Oh. Yeah, they are. Dude, they are bright. Yeah, that is super cool. Yeah, they are super bright. Yeah, and so now, guys, it's just the black covers. And so, and he's still got to tighten these down. Like I said, he's still playing with how he wants them. But they look so good. Yeah, they look really good with the black. Like I said, if he's just wanting to protect his lens, or he's riding through somewhere where you got to have them covered, boom, there you go. But they actually look super cool with the black covers on. All right, guys, so it's dusk. We were up here playing with our Novsight lights on Bella with her little skull lights. Turn them on, babe. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We might have to find a way to make those stay while she's got them on. But all right, we're here for this. So we've got them on. It's kind of dusk outside. We do have the amber on. So I'm gonna come back beside Drew's truck and we're gonna turn them on and see what we can see during dusk. All right, go ahead. All right, I think that's a pretty perfect ditch light swath. quite a bit of distance. Look at those. Man, they are so bright. So yeah, you can see him casting way over there and way out there. So these are gonna be super, super bright at night. And so now we're gonna pop the covers off and we'll show you what just the white is, but I'll go ahead and turn the lights off first. All right, so we've got the amber covers off. I'm gonna come back over here to the side. These should be actually brighter without the amber covers. Go ahead, Drew. Yeah, they are. I think they are a lot brighter without the amber. You can see lighting up the trunk of the tree here. But yeah, where these are ditch and they're kind of a combo, so it's not a full spotlight or a full flood, but it's kind of somewhere in the middle. But yeah, you can go ahead and turn them off. All right, let's show them the red ring. So these are what are, oh dude, Drew, shut the door and come out here and look. Now that it's getting dark, that's badass, dude. Wow. Guys, it looks so much more red at night. This is crazy. Yeah, it looks really, really good. All right, let's go to the white rings. Yeah, that's cool too, man. Yeah, that's cool too. I'm not mad at that. And look how cool that you can actually still see their logo in the lens. That's pretty neat. But yeah, guys, I like them a lot. Drew, do you seem happy with them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, super, super cool. Yeah. So guys, check out the Halo SE series from the folks at Novsight. They are awesome. All right, so this is inside the truck, and of course it's not dark yet, but I wanted you to see what it lights up from inside the truck. Go ahead. So right here at both corners, and it's a ton of light. So once it gets darker, he's going to be able to see a lot because of the brightness of these guys. But yeah, you've really got them right there at the corners, so they're aimed pretty well. This one for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's brightest right at the corner. All right, guys, as always, let us know what you think of the lights in the comments, and we'll see you next time.